Hey gang, how's it going? So, hope you all have had a nice summer. It's kind of coming to a close now, and I know it's been a while since I've done a video. I apologize for that. Been a little busy with some things lately, but yeah, I did get a few knives recently. I picked up a few things, been to a few different places, and got some really good deals. Yeah, anyway, I'm pretty pleased with what I've found. Recently I found this. I picked this up at Lowe's. It's a Klein Tools dual-edged duct knife. This is a knife that they had marketed as for like doing like duct work, like on like heating ducts and whatnot, it's but there's the thing about it is, it looks like more than just a knife for utility purposes like that, because if you look at it, if you see that blade there, this thing looks more like a kind of a tactical knife, if you ask me. It just, they marketed it as a knife, as for utility tasks, but if you ever needed to use that like in a defensive situation, it would be really effective. This thing, it kind of reminds me of something made by Colt Steel, and it has a nice handle here. It has a rubber grip handle, and yeah, it's pretty nice. It's serrated on one edge, and it has a plain edge on the other, and it's pretty wicked sharp, and yeah, it was definitely a nice find. I got a good price. It had a good price, so yeah, I was pretty happy with that find. Next up, I heard recently that Walmart has started selling Civivi knives, and I did not have a single Civivi knife in my collection, believe it or not. Despite me being the knife nut that I am, it's crazy. I didn't have a Civivi knife until now, but once, I guess, I've just been slacking on them. But but once Walmart's, I heard they were selling them, I figured, oh, why not? I better get down there and grab one. So for my first Civivi knife, I got this. I got the mini practice folder, and it came in this like beautiful nylon zip pouch here, and and here's the knife, and there also came with this cleaning cloth in there, and it also has like has a warranty card, and it has this catalog in here. And also there were some stickers in there, which I ended up putting on my refrigerator. And it's a really nice knife, really good EDC, so it has good action on it too. Yeah. So yeah, that's that. The Civivi mini Praxis. Glad to finally have a Civivi. Next up is this. It's a straight razor. Well, it's technically it's a straight razor, or more like a razor holder, since it doesn't come with an actual blade in it. And this was only $3, and it has this spider web and spider there on the handle. It just looks kind of cool in this fake Damascus, like Damascus Tech they call that. And this is, as I said, this isn't sharp. Rather it's made so you can put your own blades in it. This part lifts up, and you slip them in there, and then the edge comes out, and then you can start shaving with it. So I do have some utility razors floating around somewhere, and I just have to find them and then put one in and see how it works. So yeah, that was a cool find, $3. Also, at that same place I got that, I found this little survival knife. It was only like $15. I got this for. It's kind of like, it's from a brand Columbia, and as you can see, it's got the gut hook like cut out there, and the serrations there, those serrations on tops, and this handle, it doesn't unscrew on this end, like most of those Rambo survival knives do. Anyway, it has, however, there's these two screws here on each side of the handle. I'm thinking about maybe I could unscrew this and take it off and see if there's anything, like there's a kit inside, survival kit. I don't know if there is. If not, it was still a nice knife, $15, I thought, why not? Next up, I got this at a flea market. It's another Bali song. Yeah, so it's another addition to the Balisong collection, and this it's kind of a Benchmade knockoff. But as you can see, I picked it up because because on the inside of the handle there you see it's like painted blue on the inside, and it also in these little holes there around them. There's also blue paint around there. So I thought that looked pretty interesting. Kind of reminds me of the Benchmade 62 that I have, and it looks pretty well. So. Yeah, and I thought, it was like only like, I think I paid like only like something like $22 for this. So yeah, that was nice. Another Balisong. And here I got this. I picked this up at a place where I was able to get this and 3 other knives. I got them for like $5 a piece, and they're really nice. These are really nice. This is a really nice slip joint here from a brand called Maxam. And I mean, this thing is just beautiful. I mean, I paid only $5 for this. It has this, I mean, that handle, that file work on there, and the work on these bolsters and that. I mean, it's just beautiful. I mean, like and this thing. I mean, it's a Chinese knife. It's one I only had. I only got for like, only had to pay like $5 for this, but it's freaking gorgeous. I mean, like really. I mean, it's like this felt like a real steal. I mean, like. It has it has a good snap there, the good back spring, and been getting into the traditional slip joint folders a lot lately. So yeah, this one was just really, I mean, like $5. How could you pass this up? I mean, it's just freaking gorgeous, So that's that. And also, and this is another one that I got for $5, and it's from Frost Cutlery Steel Warrior line. Now I know Frost Cutlery, they're a really cheapo brand, but they, their Steel Warrior line, is really freaking nice. They do make some nice stuff, despite their bad reputation as being like the lowest of, like the sort of the cheapest of the cheap as far as gas station knives. That's the Frost Cutlery reputation. But but this thing's freaking beautiful. This Steel Warrior. This is a abalone handle slip joint trapper, and as you can see there, I mean, it's just. I mean, just freaking gorgeous job on this. Is another one I got for like $5, So I mean, like, how could you pass this up? I mean, $5, that abalone, isn't that just, that's freaking gorgeous. And here's another from that bundle, that $5 bundle. Got this. It's another Frost Cutlery one's Uncle Lucky knife. It's another slip joint trapper, and it has this wood inlay here, and this appears to be ram's horn, these little inlays here at both ends. It's just beautiful. I mean, just and it has this there, it has a 4-leaf clover there on the blade, and it was a it's Premier Edition. This was like a limited run that they did, and so just I know. So Frost Cutlery, it's like, so don't listen to everything you say. They actually do make some nice knives. Despite like all the despite the cheap ass gas station crap that they're primarily known for. So. Yeah, and I mean this thing, I mean, how could you pass this up? I mean, $5, it's freaking gorgeous. And here from that bundle, I actually did get a gas station knife from that $5 a pop bundle. It was at that place. I got this. It's a duck knife. It says Duck USA. Made in China, of course, USA right under Made in China, haha. Yeah, and it's a spring assist like knife. It kind of has this sort of dagger looking blade, but of course it's only sharp on just this edge. There's not sharp on that end, on that edge. So, and it has this little glass breaker there at the end. So this thing, I thought, why not, $5. So, and next up is this. I found this at Lowe's. It's a Cobalt folding knife, and it's an Axis style lock. It has, as you can see. Now, I wasn't actually expecting this when I got it. It just said it was a 3-inch folding pocket knife, but when I opened it, I discovered it's actually spring assisted. So I wasn't expecting that. That was nice, and it has this Tanto blade, and it's Cobalt. It's partially serrated. It's made by Kobalt. It's D2 tool steel, and it's pretty nice. It makes a nice EDC folder, and yeah, the actions on it is pretty good, and the access is pretty stout and pretty reliable lockup. So yeah, that was a good find. Next up's cold steel, which I found at my Tractor Supply. Well, as I've said recently, they're selling cold steel knives now. So yeah, and this is the cold steel verdict folder, and it's triad lock, and you know, it's cold steel. What more can I say? And next up is this CRKT slip joint. It's a modern slip joint. This is the cold steel Vernandi, designed by Richard Rogers. As you can see there, focus, yeah, it says Rogers design on the back, and it's a modern slip joint. As you can see, I know, like, one disadvantage with most slip joints is that they're pinned together, pin constructed, but this one's actually screw constructed, as you can see. So if you ever need to take it apart to fix something or clean something, you can do that fairly easily, and it has a damn good snap to it. I mean, it's a slip joint, but it's a very reliable one. So if you ever wanted to carry a slip joint, one that's, you know, has a reliable, you know, one that doesn't lock up, you know, but one that, you know, definitely is stout enough, you know, and has a good enough spring, you know, I definitely recommend this. You know, this one's, you know, definitely would make an okay EDC if you know, if a slip joint is your thing, you know. So yeah. Okay, and next up, okay, I showed this in a previous short. This another Italian stiletto switchblade, and this one, the handles on it, I thought this was blonde horn initially, but as it turns out, I was doing some research, I found out this is actually cow horn, from what somebody told me. And this is an 8-inch one. I don't have too many 8-inch stilettos. I have another 8-inch. So this is like the second one like that I've found. So yeah, the smaller stilettos, I mostly have like 9-inch and 10-inch, 11-inch, and 13-inch, you know, but smaller ones, I don't have as many of these. But yeah, so this was definitely a good find. I paid less than $100 for it, and has a good snap there, and it's a flat grind blade, Ross tray on the blade there at the bottom. So, and it's a swivel bolster. Yeah, that was a good find. And finally, I found this at a flea market. I also showed this in a short video. It's an old American switchblade. It's made by Colonial. And when I first got this, it was kind of broke. The blade didn't lock shut, and it didn't lock open either. So there was something wrong with the button. So with these things, they're actually fairly easy to take apart. There's like a tab here at the front, you know, where you gotta like bend it out, and then you can slip the front handle scale off. So I did that when I got home. I like took it apart, and I had to just fix that button there. It was kind of like stuck. I needed to bend it a little, you know, so the thing would sit properly. It would like fit into the cutout, you know, the sear hole, and so it could lock the knife properly. So yeah, that was pretty easy fix. So yeah, and it works perfect now. So anyway, maybe a little peaking there, but yeah, but the button and the spring works, safety works, and it's pretty nice. Yeah, so another old piece of American switchblade history there. So yeah, that was a good find. Yeah, so okay, hope you're doing well. Hope you have a nice Labor Day holiday coming up. Take it easy.